Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Addiction Solutions with Roselle. So glad that you could join me again for another episode. Again, as I say at the beginning of every show, please go to YouTube, click on my channel, Addiction Solutions with Roselle, and subscribe. If you've already subscribed, then tell family and friends about it. All this is videos regarding addiction that's free, and there might be some information in there that you can use. And so I look forward to hearing from you at any time. Just, text me, or you can reach me on Facebook. And again, you can also purchase my books, 366 Days of Recovery and 365 Days of Recovery. Right now, you can get those books through me. Just message me, or you can email me or text me, and I will get you a copy autographed, and you will have it in a matter of days. And so just send me the information, the address, and everything, and I'll give you all the details. So in today's show, we're going to continue to talk about my manual. Okay, so what it is, it was a manual that I put together to coincide with my first book, 366 Days of Recovery. And so I also did a thesis on why do substance abusers relapse after long periods of sobriety. Now, I will get into that later on in some shows, but right now we want to get into this manual. So I'm going to be reading from my notes, so bear with me. I haven't memorized all of this, so bear with me. So the introduction, hello again, all of you who have read my first book, 366 Days of Recovery, my first year in recovery, a guide for the recovering addict. I hope you have enjoyed the book. For those of you, like I said earlier, that have not purchased the book, just go to my Facebook page, say, Roselle, I'd like to get the book, or go to Messenger, Roselle, I'd like to get the book, and I would give you all the details. Okay, I put together this 21-point manual so that an individual may have a tool that is right at their fingertips and can give them a quick explanation of why they are going through in terms of the recovery process and its evil twin, the relapse process. Yeah, they're twins, but they're opposites. I call them twins because they both have processes. The recovery process, day at a time, got to go through all of the steps that I'm going to show you in this manual. The relapse process, or it's the same, a day at a time. You go up. The longer you get away from recovery, you are heading towards relapse. So we're going to explain all that in the manual. So in my first chapter, it covers the most important part of the manual, and that is not going back to your addiction, whatever it was. Sounds simple, but it's not. None of the other principles will work if you continue to go back to your addiction. It is so important to remember that when we are in our addiction, nothing else matters. What I mean, there's no New Year's, there's no Christmas, there's no Easter Bunny, there's no Thanksgiving turkey, none of those things, no 4th of July, firecrackers. In that addiction, when it's fully blown, those things do not matter. We are very oblivious to the world around us. By going back to our addiction, if only for a short period, we stop the recovery process. This simply means that we re-enter the process of recovery. We have to start over. In order to re-enter, we got to start from the beginning. We may have knowledge of how the program works, but knowledge of the program of recovery is not enough. Recovery is an action entity. So what I'm saying, you can know the books backwards and forwards. You can know the periods, the commas, the exclamation points, all of that. Doesn't matter if you're not putting it into action. So in that first chapter, it tells us that in order for this to work, you must stay in the recovery process. What does that mean, Roselle? Well, you got to do what you did initially to get clean. In my thesis of why do substance abusers relapse after long periods of sobriety, it was really, really simple that the things that people did to relapse, they stopped doing the things that got them clean. Well, what do you mean? Well, they stopped going to meetings. They stopped calling sponsors. They went back to hanging out in the old haunts. People don't care that you're clean. Like, you pop up, you're looking fresh. You've got a fresh haircut. You shaved. If ladies, got your hair did. Your makeup looks nice. You've gained your weight back, and all you think they're happy about that? No, they want you back in with them because they're suffering. However, they make it look like suffering is something that's rewarding. Trust me, you know suffering's not rewarding. Once you get out, we're going to try to help you to stay out. Okay. So that's just chapter 1. Now, chapter 2 talks about what I just said. Talks about your environment. You cannot hang around your old friends. This concept is like oil and water. They don't mix. Trust me, you can love your friends from a distance. But as you will see later on in this manual, I will show you how to make friends in and out of the 12-step meeting places. Now, whatever your addiction is, there are 12-step meetings. So if it's hard for you to make friends initially, then you have to hang in there because you can't go back to the old friends. Now, we've covered chapter 1 and 2 of the manual. And what I'm trying to do is I go through the chapters, I'm going to give the interpretation of what I was trying to say. This manual is not published yet. However, it's been completed. And at some point, I might publish it. I might not. I might do this video or do videos regarding the manual. However, the manual, it sounds like, wow, all he's talking about is the same thing. Well, recovery is repetitive. What do you think? It's something different every day? No, it's the same thing. You got to stay clean in order for the program to work. It will not work with you going backwards and forwards. Now, never stop quitting, never stop, but it's so much easier if you just stay in the game. So that's what I'm going to wrap it up for today. And I enjoyed being with you. Come back with me next week as we're going to have a little more of the manual. And then, like I said, go to YouTube, Addiction Solutions with Roselle, hit on subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Stay blessed, and I'll see you soon.